I think this is my favorite temple that I've ever been to. I've been to quite a few, and I'm a big fan of temples. So I'm like a monkey stand right now. If you look really closely, there's Borobudur in the distance over there. Good morning and Merry Christmas, I guess, because it's Christmas Day right now. I'm at Borobudur, which is a massive stone Buddhist temple complex that was built 1200 years ago. Back when Java and most of Indonesia was ruled by Hindu or Buddhist kings. This was before the Europeans came, or even before Islam really had a stronghold in this part of the world. Back in the 700s, this part of Java apparently went through a craze where everyone started building a lot of temples. And this was the first massive temple complex that was built as a product of that by a king who really wanted to leave his mark on the place. And that he definitely did. It took more than 75 years to build because they had to use a lot of massive stone blocks, and they were severely limited in terms of the technology that was available to them back more than 1,000 years ago. But it is believed that no slaves were actually used to build this place, which is a bit unique when you compare it with the other monumental edifices that you can see from around those times. Oh, it's pretty crowded today because it is Christmas Day. But the park is not closed because I don't think it's an official national holiday. But a lot of kids get time off from school. And apparently they have a 2-week vacation right now. A lot of people going to school. That's why you see a lot of families with their kids visiting this place right now. I really had to walk around for a bit to find a place that's quiet enough for me to actually talk to the camera. I'm gonna do a bit more exploring now. Good afternoon, it's still the same day, and I'm by another massive temple complex right next to Yogyakarta, or Yogyakarta as the locals may call it. And this one's called the Prambanan Temple Complex. And this is a Hindu temple complex, unlike the Buddhist Borobudur. So this one was built in the 9th century AD, really soon after Borobudur was built actually. And this has got some fun history behind it. So as I mentioned earlier, the dynasties at the time and the kings were going through this craze of building fancy temples. The Sailendra, which was a Buddhist dynasty, ended up building Borobudur. And this other dynasty, the Sanjaya dynasty, which was a Hindu dynasty, wanted to outdo them. So in response to Borobudur, they built the Prambanan Temple Complex. So I'm not sure who ended up outdoing who, but both look pretty impressive to me. This one doesn't look quite as crowded as Borobudur did in the morning, so that's the bonus. It's almost sunset time as well, so I think I can get some pretty good views and some pretty good videos. I didn't visit Borobudur at the best time, but I think this is my favorite temple that I've ever been to. I've been to quite a few, and I'm a big fan of temples, but this one is just amazing. What's up guys, thank you for watching the video. That was my third day in Java, which happens to be my favorite island that I've been to yet. This time we're in the majestic ancient city of Yogyakarta. So for sunrise, as you saw, I woke up super early to go see Borobudur, which just happens to be the world's largest Buddhist temple. And then later in the day for sunset, I went to Prambanan, which I liked even more than I liked Borobudur. So I have to say that was a very productive day. Moving on to tips for visiting Yogyakarta. If you're going to see both Borobudur and Prambanan, which I don't know why you wouldn't see, make sure you get a ticket that covers both those places. I think there's a ticket using which you can go see both in one day, and that was a lot cheaper than getting both of those individually. If you are a student, like I was, a graduate student, make sure you take your student ID with you, because with a student ID, you get a discount which takes the price off by more than half. If you have an old student ID, that's not going to work. At Borobudur, they literally made me log into my university website to make sure that I was still enrolled in classes. Tip number 3 is take things easy and don't have expectations to go places on time. Initially, I was supposed to go see sunrise at Borobudur itself, but the shuttle I was on ran into a bunch of delays because we're picking up a family that took a long time to show up at the gate. But that's just life in Indonesia and Asia in general. You gotta go with the flow, and things worked out great because I think that sunrise I saw from that hill was one of the best sunrises I've seen in my life. Anyways, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to watch more videos. I'll be coming back soon with a lot of new content. So I'm actually packing right now for this massive trip that's coming up. But I'll tell you guys more about that in the next video. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next week.